Good day, everyone. Welcome back to our newest episode of Teacher Eyes TV. For today's episode, we will be talking about another topic in entrepreneurship, and that is environmental scanning. So, to start with, allow me to read the learning targets for this topic. Number one, define environmental scanning. Number two, differentiate the important factors that should be considered in conducting an environmental scanning. And number three, explain the importance of environmental scanning. Let us start by understanding what environmental scanning is really about. As you can see on our screen, it is defined as a tool that helps identify the problems and needs of the community. The question here is, how can entrepreneurs identify these needs? What can be done to do this successfully? Well, it can be done by studying the external environments of their business. This involves analyzing potential customers or buyers, competitors, suppliers, and even the existing products and services in the location. By doing so, the entrepreneurs will be able to understand better the market demands and the dynamics. It will also help them to make their business to be more profitable in the long run. And finally, when they are able to provide real and relevant needs of the community, this will not only serve the people effectively, but it can also create long-term success for the business. Now let's move on to another definition of environmental scanning. It means the process that helps the entrepreneurs to determine the best type of business to start with. What does it mean? Well, it simply means that after the entrepreneurs have analyzed the external environment of the business, it is imperative that they also examine the internal environments because it equally influences the success of their business. So when we talk about internal environments, this includes the entrepreneur's knowledge and capabilities, the available capital, the assets, leadership, and management skills. It is important to take note then that both external and internal environments are very important or essential in determining the most suitable and sustainable type of business to start with in the community. Therefore, we're saying that environmental scanning is really important before a business is put up. And in this case, let us try to identify what are the important factors that should be considered, should be analyzed or examined before a business is finally put up. There are actually seven of them. And so let us start discussing each one. The first factor is the market. Market in particular includes the consumers or buyers, the competitors, and the existing products and services in the community. So let us start with the consumers first. It is important that entrepreneurs understand their interests, their changing needs, their purchasing power, their age, and their gender. Why? Well, this is because these factors influence their buying behavior and preferences. Another is that knowing how much the consumers are willing to pay or to spend for a particular product or service helps us align our offerings with their budget. Age and gender are also important as they significantly impact consumer needs and wants. Ultimately, businesses must offer products and services that genuinely meet the needs of their target market. Doing so not only increases the chances of generating profit, but also helps long-term success and sustainability in the industry. Another aspect of market is the presence of competitors. Entrepreneurs should understand how competitive and innovative their competitors are to keep their own business relevant in the market. This awareness encourages continuous improvement and helps maintain a strong market position. Studying competitors can also inspire entrepreneurs to conduct further research, explore on new trends, and develop innovative offerings to their business. The third aspect of the market refers to the existing goods and services in the community. Yes, you got it right. Entrepreneurs should be able to examine, to study the different offerings available in the location where he or she would like to put up the business. Well, the question here is why? Actually, analyzing these services and goods available in the market can help entrepreneurs evaluate or assess the competitiveness of their own offerings. Ensuring that their products or services can stand out in the market is essential for achieving strong sales and sustained profitability. The second important factor is individual interests. So, what are we referring to here? We are referring to the entrepreneur's passion or interest. Like, for example, he or she may be passionate or interested in singing or dancing or maybe playing instruments or baking, cooking, handicrafts, painting, or any other interest that, an entrepreneur has. Now, the question here is, why is there a need to consider this? Why is there a need to examine the individual interests of the entrepreneur? Well, it's because when they are genuinely interested in their business, they are more knowledgeable, more skilled, and confident in managing its day-to-day operation. The alignment is important because the alignment also fosters creativity, making it easier to innovate and enhance products and services that, entrepreneurs will be offering in their business. Aside from that, a deep understanding of the business reduces the likelihood of being taken advantage of by employees, as entrepreneur or the entrepreneur is well versed or well informed about the day-to-day operations and industry practices. The third is capital. So basically, when we talk about capital, we refer to the cash on hand intended for business. However, it's not just about cash, but it's also about the other assets that, entrepreneurs own. Like, for example, the machines or equipment, other properties, land, or maybe building. These are assets that can be used to run the business, to start the business. Now, the question here is, why is capital an important factor to consider? Well, it's basically because capital, no, the capital, the money, and the assets, they actually determine the size or scale of the business that can be put up. In what way? Well, limited capital may only support a small business operation, while large capital allows for expansion, better resources, and greater market research. Capital also enables the business to grow, compete effectively, and handle unexpected expenses of the business, which actually is a critical factor in planning and sustainability. Number four, suppliers. Why are suppliers important? Well, definitely they are the ones that provide the raw materials that will be used by the entrepreneurs in the production of their products and in the offering of their services. Without this, there will be no production of goods and there will be no services that will be offered. And so, how will that affect a particular business? When there are no products to be sold, then there will be no selling that will happen. There will be no transaction and there will be no profit. Hence, very important is the reliable and stable supply of all these materials so that the earning or the profit continues. Okay, so it's not just about having one supplier, but it's having one or two or three stable suppliers so that the business can ensure that operation will not be affected and that profits will not also be affected. Number five, skill. So when you talk about skill, what are we referring to here? We are referring to the capacity of the entrepreneur to manage and to lead the business efficiently. When an entrepreneur possesses these skills, It will be easier for him or her to motivate and inspire the employees to work harder every day in order to achieve a successful and smooth operation of the business. That will encourage good service offering, quality products offering, and more consumers coming to the business. Well, aside from managerial and leadership skills, very important as well is the good public relational skill of the entrepreneur. The question here is why? Well, when we talk about public relations, it involves building a positive reputation and maintaining strong relationship with the public and stakeholders. Having these skills enables the entrepreneur to make informed decisions, respond to challenges, and drive the business toward success. Number six, manpower. Yes, when you talk about manpower, we also talk about employees of the business. Very crucial and very important is hiring qualified manpower for the business because they're actually the frontliners. Okay? Well trained employees are essential to the success of every business because they perform their tasks more efficiently, deliver customer service effectively, and help maintain high quality standards that promote customer satisfaction. With proper training, employees understand their roles, use resources effectively, and follow company procedures accurately, reducing mistakes and increasing productivity. Therefore, an entrepreneur should always be very particular with the kind of employees or manpower that will be hired for the business. Now we're down to the last one, number seven, which is technology. What is this about? Nowadays, when we talk about technology, we talk about updated machines, updated equipment, software, computer, now artificial intelligences, Internet of Things, all this would refer to technology. And why are they important? One thing, technology actually helps make the work faster, easier, more accurate. And therefore, with this present in every business establishment, it helps the business to stay competitive because it is able to adapt to market trends and meet customer expectations and satisfactions. That's why technology is important for every business. So those are the seven factors that we have to consider in conducting environmental scanning. I hope that you have learned how to study, how to examine all these factors so that before planning for a business or before operating a business, we are sure that we are able to identify already our strengths and weaknesses in terms of the external and internal environments around us. So just last few words before I end this episode. Remember, starting a business without scanning the environment is like sailing without a map. While the business may be ready to operate, it lacks direction and awareness of potential challenges. And that's all for today's episode. Once again, this is me, Spackle, for Teacher Eyes TV. I'll see you again in our next videos. Thank you for watching.